Relocating abroad requires strategic thinking, and you need to be prepared. You need to weigh your options very well before you make this decision. And the fact that you want to relocate abroad, or the fact that the current situation in your country of residence is terrible, doesn't mean that when you relocate abroad everything will be perfect. Everything is not all rosy here abroad. I mean, there are challenges that we are faced with here, but it takes someone who already have a made mind. I mean, you've already weighed your options, research about the challenges you could face living abroad, and compared it with you living in your country before making a decision to relocate. The couple I'm actually going to talk about today, I don't know if I can call them a couple or partners, but they have actually been in a relationship for over a year, and the guy is just an average living guy. He is not rich. I mean, he's not financially buoyant, and which is why, according to him, he has not proposed to the lady for them to take their relationship to the next level. But the lady in question, she's very resourceful. I mean, she knows her way around for her to get financial support. You understand? So while she was making some research, she heard about the opportunity to relocate abroad, either to study or the skilled worker visa. And she looked at it that she is not a graduate, but it will be an opportunity for them because the guy is a graduate. So she told the guy about the opportunity for them to relocate abroad, for him to come for his masters. And the first thing that came to the guy's mind was, how can they be able to achieve this when he's not financially buoyant? So she did some strategic thinking, and then she decided that, okay, whatever they're able to put together, they'll put it together. After all, sometimes a couple just need a change of situation for them to have their financial breakthrough, and probably relocating abroad is just that opportunity they've been waiting for. So the guy aligned with her on this decision, and then they started making plans, search for schools in the UK. The guy got admission to the UK, and then they started applying for the visa and all the other things. Right now, the lady in question is not able to apply for masters because, of course, she's not a graduate, but the guy is a graduate. That's why she decided that the guy should be the one to do it, even though she's the one who is bringing more financially. You understand? So when you know that before you can be able to bring your partner to the UK under study visa or whatever type of visa to come as a dependent, you need to be married to this person. And the guy said he cannot, propose to her because he's not financially buoyant. So obviously, before this whole plan came up, he hasn't proposed, and he still didn't even think of proposing, even whilst the plan was on. Right. So they had to do court wedding because the guy said for them to do any elaborate wedding now, it will involve a lot. So they just did a court wedding. In fact, they didn't even tell the members of family because it was like his family members will not allow him to just do something so little, because of course he's like it comes from a family that they love parties and the likes or something like that. So the lady agreed, and she understands the situation. She also kept this from her family, and then they did their court wedding, and they applied for the visa. They were granted the visa, and then they flew abroad with the hope that once things gets better, they will return to their country, and then they will do the proper wedding. Now, upon getting abroad, the lady is the one on dependent visa because, of course, she cannot do the study visa. So she's the one who have been working for them to offset the outstanding school fees that the guy that they are owing the school, right? So when they were done with the last payment, so she called the guy and said, okay, now we're not owing the school anymore. So anything we are getting now, at least we can be able to save something from it, and then we can go back to do the needful, because she's not comfortable with the fact that maybe the guy didn't do the proper wedding or didn't propose to her, or the way, the kind of feeling you get when you just rush into a relationship or you rush into a marriage or something like that. So she wants the guy to do things right, like pay a bride price and all the whole ceremony and everything. But the guy keeps on telling her that she should just hold on for him to be done with studies, so that when he's done and he gets a proper job, then he can be able to do the needful. So along the line, the girl got exhausted, and then the lady got exhausted, and then she now had to, when you're out of patience, you just bust out. And then that was when the guy started saying a lot of things that amazed her. So the guy was like, is she sure that he is someone she wants to settle with? That they've been having series of quarrel even within a short period that they've lived together. I think they've lived together for like 9 months or 10 months at this moment when they were having this argument. And then the guy said, I think it's just best for them to go separate way. That was when he dropped the bomb that they have to go their separate way, and they have to end the relationship or the marriage or whatever it is that they've gotten themselves into. It came as a shocker to this lady, and she doesn't just know what to do, because that means, when you're done with your when you're on student visa and you have a dependent, once you go, the next thing is either for you to do your post-study visa or for you to apply for skilled worker visa. Now, when you apply for either of these two, your dependent also come with you on your visa. But if you've ended the relationship, that means the lady who is on dependent visa will now become illegal and will have to return back to her country. The lady in question is the one who kind of funded their relocation abroad. And now, I don't want to judge, and I don't pray to be in this situation. In fact, I cannot even be in this situation, but I don't even pray for even my enemy to be in this kind of situation, because when they were coming, she took loan. She's been working, let me not use the word, like she's been working 24 hours. She's been working herself out just to make sure she offsets the outstanding school fees. Now this is done just for them to move to the next level, and then the guy said it is over between them. Like, what do you think would help this lady to get out of this situation? Or let not look as if I'm already taking sides. What do you advise the couple to do in this kind of situation? And that's why I always advise that when an opportunity presents itself, don't slack, don't waste time to make good use of that opportunity. Because I'm not trying to blame the lady, but when she got into the UK, she should have been looking out for jobs with visa sponsorship, because if she had gotten a job with visa sponsorship, she would no longer be on dependent visa. She would have switched to skilled worker visa. And being on skilled worker visa would have helped her, though it would not have sustained the relationship. Of course, they would have broken up, because I don't even see the relationship as real. Because if someone can make a decision to break a relationship within 9 months or 10 months of them being together, even that you have been in for over a year, you people came from Nigeria, now you now got to UK, that's where you now realize that you are not compatible. So that one, even if she gets the skill worker, or even if it's the other way around, obviously that relationship is not what's being in, but at least she wouldn't have lost everything if she had taken her time or invested time in applying for skilled worker visa. Now, what will become of her? Like, where will she start from? Because now they only have 2 months left on their study visa or a dependent visa. So what do you advise her to do? Because according to what I heard, because of the fact that she needed money to offset the Sunday school fees, tuition fee or something like that, so for that reason she was not concentrating on looking for jobs with visa sponsorship. She was just about getting enough jobs for her to get money so that they are able to pay off the tuition fee or something like that. So but now she's left with just 2 months. What do you advise her to do?